Hi guys, and welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle against Lola, and she's got a very powerful team, as you can see, so it should be another good challenge for me, and we're going to get right into it. So, I led with Dusk Noir, and she led with Gliscor, and my pressure is going to come into play right away. So she's going to start off with the substitute, take some damage to get that set up on me, and I'm just going to go for the Ice Punch for max damage. And I did get the crit, but it didn't matter at all, because either way I was just going to break the substitute. And then she's got the Toxic Orb to badly poison her. So she's going to switch out then, doesn't want to get taken out with another Ice Punch, so she's going to come in with Ferrothorn, and I did go for another Ice Punch, so that's not going to do too much to her, and then I am going to take some damage from the Iron Barbs and the Rocky Helmet. So I have to switch out then. I am Choice Banded, so I'm going to come in with Pidgeot, and she actually just goes for the Protect to Scout. So, then she's going to switch out, predicting the Heat Wave most likely, so she's going to come in with Vaporeon, and I'm going to go for the Mega Evolution into Mega Pidgeot. And I actually predicted the switch, so I went for the Hurricane instead, and that's going to take her down by about a third, and I am going to get the Confusion, so that was good. But then she's going to regain some health with the leftovers. So I'm going to switch out here. I know I can't take this thing down with another shot, and I don't want to get taken out with an ice move, so I'm going to come in with Ferrothorn. And she is confused, but she does attack through the confusion with Toxic, but that's not going to do anything to me, so it doesn't matter. And then she's going to regain more health with the leftovers. So then she's going to switch out, probably predicting the Grass move, so she's going to come back in with her Ferrothorn, and I actually just went for the Stealth Rock to get the entry hazard set up. So then I have to switch out. There's really nothing I can do to this thing, so I'm going to come back in with Pidgeot, and she just goes for her Stealth Rock actually to get the entry hazard set up on me. So this turn, I am going to go for the Heat Wave. I guess she predicted another Hurricane, but I decided to make the obvious play instead, and that is just going to take her Ferrothorn right out and give me the lead at 6-5. So then she's going to come in with Gengar and take some damage from the rocks. So she's actually going to double switch me here, not exactly sure why, but she's going to come in with Vaporeon and take some damage from the rocks, and I actually switched out as well, and I'm going to come back in with Dusk Noir and take some damage from the rocks, and my pressure is going to come back into play, and then she's going to regain some health with the leftovers. So this turn she's going to go for the Wish to get health restoration for one of her Pokemon next turn. And I actually just went for the Earthquake for max damage, and she just barely survives that in the red, unfortunately. And then she's going to regain some more health with the leftovers. So I'm going to switch out here, predicting a Protect. I want to try and get a free switch in, so I'm going to come in with Ferrothorn and take some damage from the rocks. And she does go for the Protect, so I did get the free switch, which was good, but then she has the Wish to put her back up to 3/4 health, and then she's going to regain even more health from the leftovers. So this turn she's going to go for a Scald, not exactly sure why. She might have been predicting a switch or hoping for a burn, but either way it didn't happen, and I'm going to go for the Knockoff, also predicting a switch, but I did get the crit and get rid of her leftovers, so that turned out good for me anyway. So this turn she's going to go for another Wish, and I actually just went for the Power Whip for max damage, so that's going to be more than enough to finish her Vaporeon off and give me a big lead at 6-4. So then she's going to come back in with Gengar and take some more damage from the rocks. And she goes for the Focus Blast here. I stayed in because I wasn't sure if she had it or not, but she did. And that's just going to take me right out. And now I'm only winning 5-4. And she's also going to take some damage from the Life Orb, but then the Wish is going to put her back up to full health. So then I'm going to come in with Florges and take some damage from the rocks. And she's going to go for the Sludge Bomb here for max damage. And I actually just barely survived that with 8 health. She got the crit too. But I am special defense trained with an Assault Vest, which is the only reason I could survive that. So I'm just going to go for the Psychic then for max damage. And that is going to take her Gengar out and give me my big lead back at 5-3. So then she's going to come in with Landorus and take some damage from the rocks and also get the Intimidate to lower my attack. So she's just going to go for the Rock Slide this turn, and that's going to be more than enough to finish my Florges off, and now I'm only winning 4-3. So then I'm going to come in with Gastrodon and take some damage from the rocks. And she's going to switch out here. She's probably choice itemed into the Rock Slide, so she's going to come in with Gliscor and take some damage from the rocks. And I just went for a Scald to get damage, and that's actually going to be enough to take her Gliscor out and give me my big lead back at 4-2. And then I'm going to regain the rest of my health with the leftovers. So then she's going to come in with Alakazam, and she's going to go for the Mega Evolution into Mega Alakazam. And then she is going to trace my Storm Drain to make her immune to water type attacks. And she's just going to go for the Energy Ball here. I stayed in because I didn't really have a good switch out option, so I kind of have no choice but to let her take me out with that, and now I'm only winning 3-2. So then I'm going to come back in with Dusknoir and take some damage from the rocks, and my pressure is going to come back into play. So I'm going to go for the Shadow Sneak here for max damage, and that actually is going to be enough to take her Alakazam out in one shot. And now I have my big lead back at 3-1. So finally she's going to come back in with Landorus and take some damage from the rocks and get the Intimidate to lower my attack. So I'm just going to go for a Shadow Sneak here again for some damage, and that's not going to do too much. She's going to go for the Knockoff for max damage, and that's just going to finish my Dusknoir off, and now I'm only leading 2-1. So finally I'm going to come back in with Pidgeot and take some damage from the rocks, and she's just going to go for another knockoff. She is most likely choice itemed into that, but I am going to be able to live that with about a third of my health, go for the Hurricane, and that's going to finish her off. So that is good game, Lola. So thanks for watching again, everybody. As always, feel free to like and or comment on the video, as well as subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. Also, if you're interested in battling me, you can leave a comment with your friend code. We can battle, and then if it turns out good, I will make a video and post it on the channel. So that's it, and we will see you next time.